Hi, me. Um, and whoever watches this. My name's Hannah. I'm 33. Uh, I'm a travel nurse, and I watch YouTube, watch TikTok, stuff like that, but I never post anything. So this is weird, and I feel awkward. So I have decided to challenge myself to do something this year. It's 2024. My oldest kid is turning 13, going to be a teenager. My youngest kid is going to be going into kindergarten. And this is going to be a big year of change. As a nurse for the last 6 years, and then just the last half year and everything that I've dealt with in general, I have been, I guess it's finally become real to me, like with my age and everything, that our time on this planet is finite. We may get 70 years, and after that, that's it. That's all the time we have. Obviously, we all know, like, we live, we die. But I'm getting to the age where, not that I feel like Superman, like I can't die, because I found that out, obviously. But you don't think about it. It's not in your head. It's not in your mind. You're focused on, how do I get the job that I want? I have to start a family. I want to keep up with the Joneses. I have to look this way. I'm scared of what people think if I do this and that and this and that. And that's been my whole life, dude. Like, I have realized that I am scared of everything. I may have a job where I travel by myself, like 3-4 hours away from my home 3 days a week, but that still doesn't change the fact that I'm terrified, absolutely terrified of everything. I'm terrified that I'm going to die in a car wreck. I'm terrified that my kids are going to hate me when they get older. I'm terrified that, even though I know it's not true, my husband's just going to wake up one day and not love me anymore. And some of those, I'm well aware, are irrational. And a lot of those are also just being scared of things I can't control. I also, in 2022, I don't even know what year, 2021, had my best friend, one of my best friends, pass away from COVID. And he was my age. I mean, he was 31. He died at 31. He was completely healthy, and boom, 2 weeks later, he was gone. So and in my job, obviously, I'm very, like, I'm faced with the fact every day that people pass away. But until you have someone who is your age or younger, who you have a really, really close connection to, it's not always real. And that's kind of how I felt. And I decided that, looking back at my life, I have, some things that I'm happy I've done, but more of it is I have so many things that I haven't tried because I've been scared, or I've been afraid of the way people would see me, or people would laugh at me or think I was stupid. And because of other people's perception being so important to me, and because of my fear of failure, and just my fear, I haven't done a lot. I love to sing, absolutely love to sing, and and I love to write, used to, all the time. I have like huge notebooks of my entire life from when I was in middle school until a little after high school, pretty much right up until my oldest daughter was born. And I stopped. And sometimes it has to do with time, just things getting in the way. Sometimes it has to do with you just feeling like crap and not being sure enough in yourself that, you know, you will still love yourself even if you do fail and even if everybody else hates it. And, you know, just feeling like you're not worthy. So in the main, like, ramblings of all this, I think it's called Joie de Vivre. I was looking it up because I was trying to find a word for this feeling that I have coming into 2024. And this feeling is, I'm not getting any younger. My kids aren't getting any younger. There's so many things that I've wanted to do that I've been scared to do. And I'm tired of living in fear. I don't want to, you know, die potentially like in some trauma or even in old age and look back at my life on a bed and say that I stared at a screen as my kids were growing up. And that was more important to me. I don't want to say that I lived my life in a bed or I played it safe, because safe was easier. And that I lived in and made a box for myself and didn't challenge myself to bust out of it and not be proud and fulfilled whenever it's my time to die, or whenever it's my time. I know there's some certain words you can't say when I unalive. So I was kind of looking, like, trying to find a, you know, reason or like a word for this, and joie de vivre is kind of the best thing I can find. And it's French. It stands for the joy of life, but it doesn't mean joy of life really. Like, the meaning behind it basically is a life of fulfillment, a life of meaning, of purpose, like a life that makes you content, a life that was worth it. I mean, we get one. We're not gonna, you know, raise up from the dead. We're not zombies. We get one life, and I have been so scared to live. I'm done. I'm over it. I saw my best friend pass away too young out of something completely out of his control. And if that ever comes to me, I want to have something I'm thankful for. I want to be able to say, you know what, I didn't stay in the box that everybody else puts themselves in. I shaved my head, you know. I ran up Pikes Peak in a marathon. I gave my kid a yes day where the whole day I just say yes and we do whatever my kids want to do. I jump out of a plane and parachute, and I don't know, maybe as a way to deal with him passing away way too young, and thinking that he was a ridiculous son of a gun, and he was so outspoken and just joy, and maybe make him proud in some way, even though he'd think I was ridiculous, and he'd think that I didn't ever care about him this much, and he wasn't a big deal. Kind of those are the feelings that have made me make this decision. So every month of 2024, I am deciding to do something out of my comfort zone. Either something that is something that I was afraid of, that I'm conquered, or at least did once. Something that I can say, hey, I did this thing even though it was crazy. Something that makes me feel like a human being when sometimes I feel just like I'm a mom or a nurse or a wife. Something that makes my time worthwhile. And to help, I guess, keep myself honest and hold myself accountable, I am putting videos up on the internet, which, again, terrifies the crap out of me, because I care so much about what people think. So, talked with my oldest daughter, talked with my husband, and in the month of January, I am going to shave my head. My hair, it's red. It's got some gray, but it's red. My hair has been one of my defining features. I don't know who I would be without this hair that goes almost down to my butt. But I'm gonna find out. And that scares me a little bit. And I think I'll look ugly. But then again, I get to say that when I'm 85, if I ever make it that long, if I make it longer, that I can say, hey, I shaved my head. Not everybody's going to do that. Very few women are going to do that in this day and age. And I'm going to set myself up for experiences that I deserve, and not let my fear and my safe space keep me from really making this life worthwhile. So I want to be a better person, always. I want to be a good role model for my kids. I always want to be a great wife. And I want to be a good person in this world that maybe through these videos will inspire positivity in when everything's so negative. So that's my soapbox. We'll see what happens at the end of, when I decide to do this. I got to talk to my awesome friend who is a hairdresser, and I'm going to shave my head. I just told my oldest daughter today and my husband yesterday, and they kind of think I'm crazy, but I think that it's worth it. I'm ready to give myself experiences that make life worthwhile, make life worth living, make my time worth it. So we'll see how it goes.